listening to Flashpoint Radio.
And you're listening to Flashpoint Radio, Rise and Shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and Coralie Karen, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, we'll all sing there outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever. Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd.
Morning and
Just
welcome
you
to
and me.
the breakfast hour. It is Terrific Tuesday. I had to pause for a second to remind myself what day of the week it is. It is a wonderful day to be alive nonetheless, and we are so happy to be right here with you in the breakfast hour. Good morning, Mikey G. I am Lady Elise. I didn't even introduce myself. Welcome to the breakfast hour. Morning, Mikey G.
Good morning, everyone. Of course, this morning is Terrific Tuesday, as Lady Lisa has rightfully said. And, it's Money Tuesday. Yeah. For me, it's all about the money today and how we can have more money, financial tips and advice on how to be more financially stable or financially free. Is that financial freedom can be achieved when we get more and more of these tips and advice on how to secure our finances. So yes, today is definitely Money Tuesday, and there's so much to learn on this morning's episode of the Breakfast Hour.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345 927 7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345 927 7509.
Welcome back to the breakfast hour. Yes, it is terrific Tuesday, and we are going to be talking and having a chat with our financial advisor soon, pretty soon. And today we're going to be speaking about more about money and how to keep those coins in the pocket. And of course, as we get started for the breakfast hour, we're gonna, of course, start with our devotional from the lady herself, Susan Long.
Good morning. This is day 25. Where do wars and fights come from among you? Do they not come from your desires for pleasure? James chapter 4, verse 1. Anger management, written by David Roper. In James 4, the writer swung his axe at the root of one of our deepest problems, a smothering absorption with our own desires, getting our own way, and having our own needs met. When the passion is frustrated, it can quickly become blind rage that demeans others and debases us. Though we may get what we want, we're left feeling unsatisfied. It's better to ask God to meet our needs with His hands, in His time, in His way, to yield our will to His control and pray as Jesus did. Not my will, but yours be done. It does no good to brood over injustices, to try to set things right on our own, or to let our lustful desires determine our decisions. Submitting to our own desire for pleasure will lead to wars and fights inside us and with those around us. Before our anger peaks, we can call for a timeout and take a walk with the one who understands us better than we understand ourselves, the one who cares for us more than we can ever know. We can tell him about our anger and mull things over with him. We can ask God to meet our needs. For as James said, he gives more grace. A gift far greater than anything we can manage on our own. When anger lingers in our hearts, it poisons all we think and do. But faith seeks ways to show God's love and keeps our spirit strong and true. Our quote this morning reads, "For every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness." End quote.
Welcome back to the breakfast hour. Of course, we thank the lady herself, Susan, for the way in which she shares the devotionals with us each and every day. It's a good feature to start your day recognizing that, of course, all praise and thanks belong to God. What do you say, Mikey G?
Our devotional this morning is brought to us by M&M Construction for all your construction needs right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. Of course, this morning, ladies, we are talking about money coming up in a little bit, and we are just settling in for our financial tips and advice. But we have quite a few things going on in the Cayman Islands. Yesterday, we showed you a little bit about what's going on around Grand Cayman. A little bit on the beaches, a little bit on the, showing you some of those sandy beaches that you do love and enjoy. And when you get to the island, you will enjoy yourself. Can I tell you, there's much more to Cayman than sand, beaches, and sun. And so we will take our time to go through some of these very important tips and bits that you might like to know about our lovely island, Grand Cayman. All right? So, yeah. Today we want to know what's going on around the world. And we talk a little bit. So many things are happening in our world today. Crisis and more crisis. Of course, it's election time in Grand Cayman. And I think coming up in April, right at Easter when Jesus is crucified. Will there be a crucifixion? I don't know. At least I don't know if there's going to be a crucifixion come Good Friday, I mean, we hear the thing coming up. Many persons are disgruntled already. They don't like what's going on. And yeah, everybody having their eye on the prize. Who will be elected? Who will be re-elected? Who will not be elected? Who will be thrown out and away? Who the people will reject and who will the people keep in power? To say we are your governors. Sorry, we are your gods. No. What is it, Lady Elise?
You will be representing us this year.
All right, so we wanted to know that, guys, when you are elected, not as gods, but as the governors of the people's business. And treat them right, no? Treat them a little better. Treat them good. Yeah. Yeah, treat the people good. And then, sometimes you can't listen to everybody, because one man say, what a wicked set of people. Look at them packing up a donkey and riding it with such a heavy load. So they started walking. The next set of people sit there, they say, boy, these people stupid, man. They're wicked. They make the donkey carrying all that weight. They took off the weight and they carry it and the donkey walked free. And that person said, man, I'm not stupid, man. Look at the donkey don't have to carry the weight and carry you and you are walking with the thing and you walking. You can't please everybody all the time.
No,
so you have to measure that with wisdom, alright? Alright, financial advice. Alright, ladies, what's coming up on today, Tuesday, the 25th day of February? I have to be careful because I'm still in January,
Get out of January. Get out of January. Let's see what's happening today.
Today in this episode of the Breakfast Hour, I want to share with you a little bit of a feature that will encourage us to do more for our neighbors and our friends. And of course, we have a few promotions to do for some of our peeps around the Caribbean, around the Cayman Islands, and you must, of course, indeed try your best to support. We have Sarid DVN coming up on the episode of the Breakfast Hour on Thursday. Do not miss that interview, guys. We will be having a special feature for you on a celebration at the same time for the people in St. Kitts and Nevis. I want to say to all our VIPs around the Caribbean, in the US and Canada, the UK, Jamaica, and the Grand Cayman Islands. Welcome to the Breakfast Hour. Guys, good morning to you. And of course, today is D-Day.
D-Day. It is the day for much talk about finances, and I'm sure you are waiting with bated breath. Want to say good morning to our listeners joining us on all the social media platforms. So we want to say good morning to those on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and those listening on the radio via www.flashpointmedia.ky. We are so happy that you decided to join us this morning. And so, as we get prepared for a financial advisor to join us, let's share with the listeners just a little preview of when we come back. Of course, we'll share.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Our financial advisor dives into the world of passive income through real estate. He breaks down essential tips on how to maximize your savings, build equity, and leverage your investments effectively. Imagine earning money while you sleep. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, his insights will empower you to take control of your financial future. Tune in and discover how to make your money work for you every Tuesday on Flashpoint Radio.
Every Tuesday right here on Flashpoint Radio, yeah, and today's no different.
Yes, and I like the concept, making money while you sleep.
Money make you sleep well. Is it making money while you sleep or sleeping well with money? Gotta be
Yes,
right, right? Yeah, some people are saying, I listen to people sometimes, man, money is not good for you, because money can make you lose your way. Man, it's hard to be hungry all the time here, man. It's hard to be hungry all the time. That's why we're choosing better governments all the time and wanting better government. Because the people want to have more money in their pockets while not working at all, People just don't want to work so hard to make money. You have to work too hard, man, sometimes. I tell you the truth. Look at the guys nowadays. They decide that they're not bother working and just try to scam you and just take all the money and
That's not a good option, right, G?
yeah, but if you make work so hard sometimes and make it so difficult to achieve, people are going to try to find ways around it. So please, make it ethical. Make it fair, man. Balance it. Make it balanced that when you work, it actually makes sense. Yeah. Give the incentive. Give the incentive. Put the incentive. Don't take the incentive out of working. Leave the incentive in there so people feel equitable while working. Let them achieve. Don't let them not achieve. And some people can afford all of this, while some people, no matter how hard you work, you can afford nothing. It is discouraging, very discouraging. So with better government, they will put better, um, not laws, but better
Yes.
systems in place that will create the financial landscape that will allow growth and take out some of those high overhead costs like rent and food costs going up like it's like when rainfall and evaporation taking place to reform the clouds and to make more rainfall again. And now when it comes down, it's acid rain. No man, can't be that. You know, it must be something different. So we're talking about we must hit the idea of high rent cost in Cayman. We must we must hit that a little bit. It's too rent is too high in Cayman, too high. That's not. It's not a fair deal. And I'm sure that most of our renters
And
right now, people who are
and
renting are feeling it. They know it's true. The rent is gone up too high, and it is unfair for a lot of persons to pay those high cost of rent to offset those costs. And then if you're going to pay so much for rent, the wages must go up. And so when the wages go up, the immigration costs go up. And when the immigration costs go up, the rent go up. And when the rent go up, the food go up. And when the food go, okay, we must balance it. So something must go. All right, financial. What's going on today, Lady Alice?
Okay, so our financial advisor is ready to share with us how we can earn some passive income utilizing real estate. I know, yes. Um, in this day and age, Michael G, as you mentioned, all the things that's happening, not only here in the Cayman Islands, but internationally, globally, persons are faced with the financial crunch. And
Mm.
so we have to be wise, we have to smart, and sometimes we have to be deliberate in getting the information, the knowledge, and the wisdom we require to manage what God has blessed us with. And so today, our financial advisor is going to share how we can use real estate to earn a passive income.
Of course, when we come back, we will share with you these pearls of wisdom this morning, right here on the Breakfast Hour.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the Breakfast Hour. Of course, it is that morning when we are speaking about finance. And of course, our financial advisor is joining us today. And I don't know what he has to share with us, Maggie G.
Now this morning, of course, is Money Tuesday. We just talk about money And so the importance of money is so that the Bible even say that money answered up. So don't mind, to be disputing what money is good for. So without any further ado, I want to say good morning to my Mr. Richard Terrell this morning, our money advisor on the money this morning.
Hey, how are you doing, Mikey J and Lady Lees?
Well, since you called my name first, I want to say I'm doing fabulously fine, giving God thanks for a brand new day. It's Tuesday, we're here about money, and so, this is a topic that is buzzing with a lot of persons, and I'm excited this morning.
Okay. So, as you said, it's a topic that everyone is talking about, and it's about credit cards. Why credit cards? And how can we use it wisely? If you're really using it, but using it not so wisely, how can you get out of debt and still keep your credit?
Okay.
So let's get to the meat of the matter. Credit card is like a two-edged sword. You can use it for good. It can be used against you. Many people struggle with credit card debt.
Good morning, Lady Elise and Mikey G. Thank you again for having me on Flashpoint Radio on this terrific Tuesday. Today we'll be talking about real estate and how we can get passive income from it and to get generational wealth. So we'll be looking at several ways of why I believe that real estate is a way of growing your income, growing your wealth, and at the same time, I will share some stories with you on real persons that have made real estate investing from an early age a part of their portfolio and has made it within real estate. From the bank to put down for a larger investment. For example, if you wanted to invest $200,000 in stock or in bonds, you would have had to have $200,000. To invest into a $200,000 property, you need 10% as a deposit. And depending if it's your first real estate, you may actually be eligible for as little as 5%. I've heard of no money down in the United States. I'm not going to go down that direction, but it is also possible. So, yes, the first step, the first one, my first reason is actually, yes, borrowing money, leverage. The second is the fact that it generates passive income through rent. And the third, again, depending on your jurisdiction, it is you get a tax benefit of maintaining assets, and the income that is generated from it is not subject to the same tax code as normal income, earned income. And so because of those three, I recommend real estate as a first or one of the main ways of generating income and generational wealth.
Of course, you talk about passive income. You talk about passive income, and I just listened to the conversation just now, and I am deeply, I think most persons are deeply interested in this idea of having this passive income. So we're talking about rental property. Is there any other way that passive income could be had or could be identified, and a means of getting it, other means of getting passive income?
Of course they are, but today is not quite the day for that. So
All
we
right.
want to try to look at real estate in particular
Okay.
today
So real estate as a passive
as a
income.
passive income. That is right.
Okay. All right.
Now, another reason why I suggest real estate is the whole idea of wealth building. And I'll share this story with you. There's a young man, a client of mine, who started out his journey into real estate and investing about 15 years ago when he was 25. He was working at the hospital and he decided to buy his first home. Now, what he did, he didn't have all his deposits, so he went to the bank and took a short term loan, and he also um, had some savings that he pooled together to get his 10% deposit. He made the deposit on the home, and it so happened that this particular property was being built during that period. So it took about 6 to 10 months, 6 to 8 months before he was actually handed the key. During that period, he was able to pay off the short-term loan, right? In addition to that, he was now qualified, he had been qualified, pre-qualified for the mortgage. And instead of moving into the home, what he did was continue paying rent at his location where he was, because the rental income that he was able to generate from that new building that just went up was more and sufficient to cover the mortgage at that point in time. Now, at 40, 15 years later, he now has two properties. One that he lives in with his family, and of course, one that he rents out. And he is looking to purchase a third property. Now, he has come back to me. What can I do? I don't, with prices where it is, I don't have enough money. But now, because he has built up equity in those first two properties, he can actually get 100% financing. So between the new home that he's building, that is purchasing, and the two other properties, there's sufficient equity in it combined to get 100% financing. So the cash that he has, he can now use or put to other uses. And more interestingly, the new property that he's purchasing is enough. The rental income from it will be sufficient to cover the mortgage. I mean, just a little bit above. So he won't start seeing the benefits just yet. But at least it covers the mortgage. And so he will not have to dip into his pocket any at all to pay any additional money out of it. So what my advice is, use the equity in your existing property as you grow to make sure that you can get more financing. As I said, in this case, up to 100% financing for that third home, third unit, which he is now building a real estate portfolio. I have another story, another client, younger lady. She's just 25, started at age 21. Again with her, she did a mortgage, and she's in Jamaica, and what happened is that with the NHT she qualified for the all the that they were allowed to give. I think it was $6.5 million at the time, and she had a small deposit. She was now able to move into that property, not literally physically, but I mean purchase that property using the benefits that she had. In addition to that, now, because it was already a 20-year-old property, the price on it was not all that high. It was a one-bedroom starter unit, and it needed a little bit of repairs. She spent probably another a few $100s, few $1,000s rather, and renovated, simple renovations, paint, fix a few broken tiles, etc. And once that was done, she was able to move a client in or someone to rent the place. Initially, unfortunately for her, the rental income was a little bit lower than her mortgage. However, she was able to satisfy normally through her earned income, her salary. What has happened though, if you realize what has happened over the last 4 years, is that the cost of that particular unit or the price of that unit has now almost doubled. So she has earned passive income on that property while she is also getting capital gains or a build-up of equity in that property. So her timing just before COVID has allowed her to get an increase in the value of her property. It has also gotten her increased income through rental, that over this just 4 years, her property value has almost doubled, and her income is now sufficient, more than sufficient, to cover the mortgage.
Wow.
So how can we get started? The first thing is to start saving early for that down payment. Secondly, look for properties that cash flow. So you're going to a property, make sure that you can get income from it, rental income that is. Third, make sure that your mortgage is covered by that rental income, right? And whatever attendant expenses. Sometimes you have to take the risk, yes, as in the case of the young lady, that her payments, mortgage payments, were a little bit higher than her rental income. But as you see, it soon superseded it. Use your leverage wisely. Instead of buying a car, go ahead and buy that first apartment. You may be surprised to know that at 30,000 that you're able to spend on a car, you're able to use that as a deposit on your first home. Try it. We spoke about house hacking, which is rent out a portion of your apartment that you're in. So if you have a 2-bedroom and it's you one, why not rent the other one? Offset some of your mortgage. You have a home. You may wish to partition a part of it. You may have bought a duplex or you're building one. Build a duplex rather than a single family only. So those are ways that we can look at using what you actually have already to increase your income. And then think long term. Use the appreciation in the value of your home and the rental income to leverage more so that you can build a real estate portfolio. The stories above that I mentioned are real people that have done it. One in 4 years, of one in 15 years. It can happen for you. The key is to start, and not just start anytime, but start now. As I've always reiterated, the best time to start was 15 years ago. The next best time is today. All right? But I
Right
thank
now.
you very much for having me again on this uh, terrific Tuesday where we talk about money matters. And as usual, you can reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm also have an email address, broker@richardthelwell.com, and you can find me there. Send me some info. Send me your questions, and I look out for them, and we can also share through Flashpoint. Thank you.
All right, well, as I listen to the conversation just now, ladies, and I am hearing, money matters, how persons or young people who would have learned how to save and put their money to work, but, sometimes we wouldn't hear so much of that being taught even in the local schools. We want to thank you this morning, Mr. Richard, for coming on this morning to tell us so much and give us so many pearls of wisdom for how to make money and keep some more to use at a later date. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having me.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4, Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, a lot of information there about passive income and the use of real estate. I have a question in the chat which I am addressing to our financial advisor as we speak. And the question is, what is the downside of using home equity? And of course, we'll get him to share with us what are the downsides
Right, so that's one question in from one of our listeners this morning for wanting to know that information. So we have that one to be answered. I think on the next episode of the Breakfast Hour with our financial advisor, he will definitely be answering that question. What's the downside of equity in real estate?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, we're talking this morning a little bit about our concerts coming up. All right, we have a few events coming up. Right
Yes,
in the Grand
yes,
Cayman
yes.
Islands, and we want to lay the tickets on you this morning. we have 2 free tickets.
Yes, these tickets
They're not
are
free. They are paid
valued
for by
at
somebody.
yeah, they're valued at $25 each, and of course, coming into the Cayman Islands is the lady herself, Gold of McFarlane, and this concert will be held on the 8th of March 2025, and the cost is $25. It's going to be at the Triple C School Auditorium, and of course, proceeds are in aid of teen talent. And of course, you can get your tickets by answering 2 questions. Where are the questions? Okay, question one is, when was the first time that the Cayman Islands entered in this competition? And I'll remind you of the second question pretty soon. But I have 2 tickets here in the studio. You can send us a message, 345 927-7509 or 321-6969. You can send us a message in the chat. If you have the answer to the question, I have 2 tickets that are free of
And of
cost.
course, and my question would have been, who was the last name of the person who won this
I
competition?
know you keep adding a new question.
No, but I'm saying if it was my question, I'd ask that one, and if somebody could answer that one, I'd probably try to give. And where,
So,
yeah, and where is he located? Yeah.
and where is he located? Well, so you can have
Well, we
your
did give away
so
part of the question. It's a male.
yes.
Where, yeah,
Yes.
so we do know that they're male and females. So by just saying he, we know what we're talking about. We know that's a man who was born with a, and he's a, yeah, all of that. Anyway, so, all right, let's get it in, run the ad, Lady Elise. Let's drop it on the table for those persons who are waiting to see.
What's up, God? Oh, what a God, what a God, what a God. Oh, can you say you know the power of this God? He has healed the sick, He has raised the dead. What a God, what a God, what a God, my God. Oh, what a God, what a God, what a
That sounds like it's gonna be exciting. Higher Praise 3 right here in the Cayman Islands is something that you cannot afford to miss. And of course, we have tickets here. And if you want to get the answers for that question, you could go back to listen to Friday's episode of the Breakfast Hour, where we had in studio representatives from the New Testament Church
Say
of
give away
God.
cruise as well, Lady Elise. The cruise to get the ticket.
Yes.
Clues and how to get those tickets.
Yes, so you can go back and listen. You can perhaps find the answer there to the questions, and we have the
All right.
tickets right here.
Going once, going twice, and not gone yet. Of course, guys, simply call 1345-321-6969 and see if you can at least get the answer right this morning. Or 1345-927-7509. All right, if you so desire, please call. Of course, we have more at least coming up. We are not done yet. You know, we have the Cayman Academy is also doing their concert, or it's not a concert, it's a concert, it's a talent show, teachers talent show. Let me put that one on for our listeners this morning.
Yes, and my listeners, so they are experiencing feedback from me, so let's see if we can solve that situation.
All right, let's see. All right, let's go with this one.
Cayman Academy PTA presents for the first in a long time a teachers concert. See our very own teachers showcase their talents from their culture, fashion show, musical delights as they give us a night of entertainment with fun and laughter.
Come on out on Saturday night, March the 1st, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. Tickets pre-sold, $25 for adults. Children under 18, $10. At the gate, children under 12, just $5. Adults, $30. Get your tickets from your teachers at ABC Bookstore, at the conference office, and Funky Times. Part proceeds in aid of upgrading the school grounds. See you there!
Alright, so we are upgrading the school grounds and we want you to come out and support the people at the school. Talents to be exposed finally. Bottled up. And you'll see, I'm telling you, some of these talent, some people you never know could do some things. Man, mercy. Awesome.
Well, I will say that, of course, the Cayman Academy, they have so much talent among students and teachers. Have you heard those teachers sing? They can sing. Yeah. They're really talented.
Talented teachers.
Talented teachers. TT.
So, alright, check out those shows, guys. So, Higher Praise, coming up right in the Grand Cayman Islands. Of course, we have 2 tickets for those, for that particular event. We will be having some tickets for you also for this event as well. So, I guess, catch us tomorrow morning, of course, when we do it again for you. And we will have tickets for this event to offer to some people who can call in and win the tickets. Or simply send that text message in our chat. Doesn't matter where you do it, it's fine. At our telephone or WhatsApp or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or simply just see Lady Lisa on the road and tell her.
That's not such a bad idea.
But it's best if you call right here and then let everybody know that you win it fair and square, alright? So we don't have nobody try to bogus the thing, alright? That's it. Alright, so of course it's news time, ladies, and when we come back, alright?
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4, Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
These are the news headlines on Flashpoint Radio. I'm Corley Karen. In the headlines today, Georgetown Hotel prepares for November opening as Beach Bay breaks ground. National Museum embarks on new multilingual era of storytelling. 4 arrested after weekend of violence. Jamaica's renewable energy ambitions face harsh realities. Search on the way for U.S. tourist lost in Puerto Rican rainforest. Firearm and ammunition seizure in Tunapuna and Sangre Grande. It's this season ministry issues tips, emergency contacts. Panday calls for the return of the labor movement's values. PM Motley advocates for CARICOM governance and funding reforms. And the details. Georgetown Hotel prepares for November opening as Beach Bay breaks ground. Two major hotel projects in the Cayman Islands have taken significant steps forward. In Georgetown, developers have confirmed a November opening date for the capital's first 10-story complex, 1GT, the $120 million development, which includes a 177-room hotel and residential complex on Goring Avenue, will be managed by US-based Remington Hospitality. Meanwhile, construction has officially begun on the Mandarin Oriental Grand Cayman Resort in Beach Bay, Bodden Town. The luxury resort, set for a 2028 completion, will be the largest development of its kind in the Eastern Districts. More than 40% of the high-end residences priced from US $6 million have already been sold. National Museum embarks on new multilingual era of storytelling. The Cayman Islands National Museum has launched its new multilingual audio guides, providing visitors with an immersive cultural experience in 8 languages, including Caymanian dialect, Spanish, French, and Jamaican patois. Museum Director Veerli Popai expressed excitement over this long-planned initiative, which was celebrated at a launch event last Thursday. 4 arrested after weekend of violence. Police arrested 4 individuals following a violent weekend that included 2 armed restaurant robberies and 2 shootings. 1 security guard was wounded in the attacks, with 3 suspects arrested for attempted murder and 1 for robbery. The latest incident occurred on the Chill Spot restaurant in Savannah, where 3 masked robbers, 2 wielding machetes and 1 armed with a gun, stormed the premises on Saturday night. In the region, Jamaica's renewable energy ambitions face harsh realities. Despite setting an ambitious goal to generate 50% of its electricity from renewables by 2030, Jamaica faces significant obstacles in reaching this target. Experts cite economic feasibility, infrastructure challenges, and slow adoption as key issues. While the country initially aimed for 30% renewable energy generation as part of its Vision 2030 plan, the revised 50% goal announced by Prime Minister Andrew Holness now appears increasingly difficult to achieve. Search on the way for U.S. tourist lost in Puerto Rican rainforest. Authorities in Puerto Rico are conducting an extensive search for 64-year-old U.S. tourist Abdur Rahman, who was separated from his hiking group in El Yunque National Forest on Sunday. Search teams resumed operations on Monday, hoping to locate Rahman in the dense rainforest. The incident follows last year's fatal fall of another U.S. tourist who had ventured outside designated trails. Firearm and ammunition seizure in Tunapuna and Sangre Grande, Trinidad and Tobago police seized multiple firearms and rounds of ammunition in 2 separate operations. Officers in Tunapuna discovered a revolver and 9 rounds of ammunition hidden in a bushy area, while in Sangre Grande, authorities confiscated shotgun shells during a raid at a 33-year-old suspect's residence. Investigations into both incidents are ongoing. It's bee season. Ministry issues tips, emergency contacts. With bee activity increasing during the dry season in Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Agriculture has urged the public to exercise caution. Loud carnival music can disturb swarming bees, leading to potential risks. Residents are advised to maintain a safe distance from hives and contact the ministry for assistance. Emergency numbers for various regional divisions have been provided for swift response. Pan Day calls for the return of the labor movement's values. Patriotic Front leader Michaela Pandey has criticized the current state of the labor movement, urging trade unions to refocus on workers' needs rather than political bargaining. Her comments follow recent announcements that two trade union representatives are considering political candidacy. Panday emphasized that stagnant wages, unsafe workplaces, and weakened pensions demand real solutions, not political maneuvering. PM Motley advocates for CARICOM governance and funding reforms. Barbadian Prime Minister and CARICOM Chair Mia Amor Motley has called for urgent reforms in CARICOM governance and funding structures. Speaking at the 48th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in Bridgetown, Motley highlighted pressing regional issues including climate change, food security, crime, and education. She also stressed the need for independent CARICOM funding mechanisms to enhance regional stability. Those were the Breakfast or News Report on Flashpoint Radio. Stay tuned for more updates throughout the day.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, a lot happening in the news, Mikey G. It is so much happening. That tourist who is missing and they are searching for him in the rainforest. And it was yesterday what we shared a similar, well, not similar, but we had a fatality, unfortunately, of someone on vacation and slipped and fell off a trail, and that was not good news. And so we learned that we have to, just keep praying and hoping as we embrace each day, each moment, because we know not what the future holds. So we hope that we will find that person safe and sound. That's our prayer today, that we have good news when we return with the news, and hope it will be good news all around.
Well, I said there's no good news. It says no news is good news. That's up what you call what goes popular saying, as it were.
Yes.
No news is actually good news. So
okay,
well,
our song is a little better. Thank you so much. I got that. Yes.
You get that. Yeah. All right, no problem. I mean, that's how it works. Work in progress. That's what is robberies going on, guys. We're talking about we are talking about the cost of living. But we can't put cost of living for some people bad behavior still,
No, but I
can't put cost of living for some people dirty, bad, nasty behavior.
I've seen it on social media, and these persons are caught on camera with machetes robbing, and
They must bull with them. They have something they call a bull whip. You must beat them.
Sad.
Did I say that a while ago? I said you should catch them and give them just put them in the square, right? Where they have where the hall is. and
Let's
bull with them with a
yeah,
big crowd.
yeah. But it's almost time for
Don't
us to
lock
get
them
out.
up, don't lock them up. Don't lock them up.
It,
Just keep them
it's
free.
almost time for us to get out the studio, Mikey G. And of course, I must share with you too. We normally have a snippet of what we have seen on the road. This is a very interesting snippet of what's happening here or what happened yesterday in the Cayman Islands. And we're not sure what this is all about, but there was a small protest in
Yes.
front of the government building right on Eglin Avenue. So, persons with their placards, um, honk if you're frustrated. Um, that's what's happening here. Yeah.
Honk if you are frustrated. Frustrated about what? The people robbing people with machine.
Well, that could be one of the things that
High rental cost, a cost of rent high, can't take it anymore. You know what is interesting though? That for those homeowners who are doing this, yeah.
Yes.
For those homeowners who are doing this,
Yes.
they have children, right?
Yeah.
Most of them have children. I would imagine. Most of you have children.
You would imagine.
Right. But guess what's happening to them? The children.
The children.
The children cannot afford to leave your house because you have made it difficult for them to rent from somebody else.
Yes.
Because the price that they are renting it for is the salary that they work each month. They cannot survive, so they're going to want the house that you live in. You can work out the maths on that. Because I'm telling you, you are setting up yourself very badly. The children are not seeing any future. They're not seeing any future because they cannot afford to work and buy the houses because the rent is too high. And they have to stay in the mama and papa house until they are 40 years of age. And wait for mama and papa for dead to get the house. You see what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? It's so weird now because I say it like that. No, it's so weird because Michael G said it like that. But that's what you must, I want it to, when you see people, I mean, it would be nice if more people came out and hold up packet. At least we know what they are out there for.
Well, very
Let's check the
interesting.
news. Let's check and see. Let's feature that later on.
Yes, small contingent out there, the government building, Eglin Avenue here in Georgetown. Elgin Avenue right here in Georgetown, Cayman. So I want to thank the listeners and viewers for tuning in to the breakfast hour. It has been an awesome morning. We have learned about passive income. And viewer, listener, your questions have been directed to our financial advisor who will address that question. What's the downside of using your home equity? What's the downside of that? And so he will share.
He's going to explain also what home equity is.
Yes.
So someone can understand it a little more.
All right. And of course, tomorrow is going to be Wellness Wednesday. Dr. K, our medical doctor, will be sharing with us tips on how to stay healthy. And of course, don't forget Thursday we have a guest artist. Yes, DVN, who is residing all the way there in St. Kitts. What he's going to talk about is, of course, he wants to say thank you. He won Artist of the Year for that album, Low City.
Yeah. Big album.
We shared right here. I want to say congratulations to the man, DVN. He will be joining us live on a Thursday right here on the breakfast hour. A lot happening, and so we ask that you stick and stay, and of course subscribe if you haven't already done so, and share the link so that someone will know how to keep those coins in their pocket, how to make money while they sleep, earn passive income, all that and more on the breakfast hour.
All right, guys, remember to share, like, share, and subscribe.
And remember your tickets.
Tickets. All right, guys. Have yourself a beautiful day. Remember www.flashpointmedia.ky. Our radio constantly plays 24 hours, lots of information, and of course, some great music and much more. All right, have yourself a beautiful day, guys. Catch you tomorrow morning, same time when we have Wellness Wednesday, right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. Ta-ta.
And you're listening to Flashpoint Radio, Rise and Shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and Coralie Karen, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, it will all seem better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, it will all seem better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours
Second Corinthians 2:9 and 10. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. But God has revealed it to us by His Spirit.
You're locked into the station that helps you tap into those incredible things that God is preparing for you.
You're listening to